when your dad died, Grandma was here and your Aunt Shug. They went back home. Grandma told me that your dad followed her back home. And he'd go in and check on her and whatever. And she told him, you going back home, I'm okay. You need to go on back home. So she sent him back to our house. So now she could tell you some stories. Also, she used to go down into her basement, and while she's down there doing laundry or whatever, she was ironing some clothes, and somebody come and tapped her on the shoulder. And when she turned around, there was nobody there. So I guess you can feel these things.
I don't doubt it.
Well, I don't either. And like I said, when your dad was sick in the front room and he always sat in the chair, couldn't talk or nothing, but he always had control of the controller for the TV. And he would always snap his fingers, and everybody would know that that meant go get the controller, set it on the arm of the chair so he could have change channels. After he'd gone, you and Aunt Shug and Gwen had went up to the store. Only me and Grandma was at the house, and she was in the dining room sewing a blouse at the end of the table, and we have a big wide door going in there. I was in the front room. I got to the doorway facing Mother, and I heard the snaps on the fingers, and I turned around, and of course nobody's there. I asked Mother, did you snap your fingers? No. I said, well, I heard somebody snapping their fingers. She said, that's just Chuck wanting the controller, go put it back on the chair. So I did, and I made sure that the controller was on his chair before I went to bed or anything. So that's when I started believing all this ghost stories and stuff, because I experienced that situation. Now, as far as feeling them, I mean, I have seen shadows, but he used to go down the hallway and check on you kids and check on me and whatever. So I have seen shadows going down the hallway, but I'm not scared.
See, that's one of the experiences I had was at the house, her house I grew up in, still her house, was the shadows, and now they said Malin is seeing
Malin sees stuff in her bedroom,
which used to be my bedroom.
She said she had seen images looking in on her and then going back into Grandma's room wearing a plaid shirt.
She's seen clothing. Now, your grandma used to see her dad. He hadn't passed, but they lived in St. Genevieve, Missouri, and we lived in Illinois. Or maybe, I don't know, situations there, but Mother used to have a kitchen that you'd go out of the dining room and you'd step down a couple of steps to go into the kitchen area. And in the wintertime, they always put a blanket over that doorway to keep the cold drafts coming in and out. You did that back in the days because you didn't have heat like they do now. Anyway, she got up one night in the middle of the night to go get a drink of water, which there was a water bucket sitting there with a dipper in it. You just dip the water out and drink it. Anyway, she got up to go get a drink of water. She pulled that curtain back. The lights were off, but when she pulled the curtain back, she could see her dad standing there, described the clothes and everything, standing there getting a drink of water. When she flipped the light on, nobody was there. So I guess that you can see images or see, like Malin, she's 8 years old, and I don't think she would be making this stuff up. But she has told this several times. After your dad passed, I was going to church one Sunday morning, going over the freeway right there by the cemetery where he's buried, coming over there, and as I was going down, I saw this blue jeans on, the red plaid shirt, skinny like him, everything. And I could have swore that was your dad walking down the side of the road. But I'm driving, so I couldn't really scope it out too much, but it looked like your dad. So.
Yeah, and like I said, my niece Malin, is in the same room that I was in, and that's what I saw. I saw shadows and stuff all the time. And we'll get to that. We'll get over to that house, and I'm going to show you where I talk about the window before on the podcast, where I talked about the attic door and all that stuff, and we're going to get up there and take a look at it. So stay tuned for that, coming soon.